announcement. I think we still hold to see what happens, but let's swing with everything. We can leave one back. And get rid of the voice. Kind of embarrassment of riches at this point, but once again, that's what we want to be doing. And we'll draw another card. Trigger. And now we can freely get rid of cleric class. Opponent flooding a little bit. They can't really attack into us, and they scoop it up. Nice. I'll take it. Greetings, happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more playing Magic, so hopefully you can struggle a little less. We are at it again, this time dabbling into a Mardu mid-range deck. It is primarily a Orsov or white-black deck, but I wanted to try out a card that has stood out to me as being quite interesting in the form of Stensia Uprising. This is a 2 red enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 red human creature token. Then, if you control exactly 13 permanents, you may sacrifice Stensia Uprising. When you do, it deals 7 damage to any target. So, it's kind of a resilient threat, right? There's not very many decks right now that are running interaction with enchantment, so I think it's resilient. And even though a 1/1 human doesn't sound very impressive on its own, the fact that it is an endless stream of them can really tax another deck's removal, gives you access to plenty of chump blockers, as well as sacrifice fodder to win the game later on by simply overrunning your opponent in a human uprising. I think it's quite interesting, and that's why I wanted to try to build around it. And so this is going to be the first deck of that iteration. Once again, it is a Mardu deck, so we're playing black-white to supplement this. It's a very interesting mana base. I don't think the mana base is maximized or optimized for us. I do think it could be tweaked, as you'll see in some of the games, but it does give us access to some interesting removal. Couple of things, we're running a slew of black and white removal, but we also, because we are black-white, giving us access to Vanishing Verse, kind of a semi-catch-all, but then also because we do have a steady stream of 1/1s coming in, we have a Rite of Oblivion, which is essentially a good 2-for-1 option, where for white and black, we get to sacrifice a non-land permanent, which could be anything, not just our humans, and exile a non-land permanent from our opponent, which is quite strong because it deals with sagas, deals with planeswalkers, deals with creatures, but the fact that it's an exile effect means that we can prevent some of these recurring shenanigans from various decks, and of course we can flash it back for 2 white-black. We can run Path of Peril, so that obviously gives us a chance to remove smaller creatures, and then later in the game we can pay 6 to kill all creatures. And then, Doomscar, Lulth, and Professor Onyx as our top end. Now, some of the things that synergize with us creating 1/1s every turn. We are running 3 Welcoming Vampires, which is a 2/3 vampire for 2 and a white. It has flying. Then whenever 1 or more other creatures with power 2 or less enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. So, of course, the cool thing about something like Stensia Uprising, and of course we're running a wedding announcement, is that these trigger at the end of our turn. So we can easily have these in play already and then play Welcoming Vampire, and we get to draw a card that turn, or vice versa, have these in play, then play Welcoming Vampire, have Welcoming Vampire in play these guys, and still draw a card. Wedding Announcement gives us a steady flow of 1/1s, and then eventually flips into making an Anthem, making all our 1/1s all of a sudden 2/2s. And then following along those lines, we're also running Edgar Charmed Groom. We're running 2 of him because he's a 4/4 vampire on one side, and then is a steady stream of 1/1 generator on the backside, a pretty resilient threat. And then finally, we're getting to play Extus, Auric Overlord, or on the flip side, Awaken the Blood Avatar. We could play either side of this. Primarily, we are running the Blood Avatar version. You guys have seen it sometimes, where it is for 6 black-red. You can, each opponent sacrifices a creature, create a 3/6 black and red avatar creature token with haste, and whenever this creature attacks, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. So it can whittle down our opponent's life total very quickly, but the thing is, we can actually sacrifice creatures to make this cost 2 generic mana less, so this actually ends up being fairly inexpensive as an additional win con in the deck. So as you can see, we have Planeswalkers, we have overflowing 1/1s, we have some big targets. So a little combination, overall a solid mid-range deck. So once again, kind of experiment. We'll have to find out exactly how it does. I'll let you guys decide how it does in the video, but we had some fun and interesting games for sure. I want to give a shout out to one of our friends riding the struggle bus. This is Victor Arantes. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and you rock, my friend. So thank you once again. But that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, let's find out how this uprising goes. All right, feels pretty solid. We have all our colors, so we're gonna keep this one. Would like to see some additional removal, but I don't mind. We have double red, double white. We have our blacks. We're just missing double black. Which, once again, hello, friend. I think is more than doable. So let's see here. Black means they're probably gonna kill the first thing we play. I wonder if we're still okay playing Welcoming Vampire, though. We can draw a card off of... Oh, holy cow. Alright. Yeah, let's just play Welcoming Vampire. They're missing land. Wait, no, they weren't. We'll play Wedding Announcement to draw a card over Edgar, I think. I think getting a card is a little bit better, even if it isn't mana efficient, just because our Edgar is not getting in the ground anytime soon. Okay. Yeah, I think it's safe to block. I don't want to take additional damage we don't need to, right? We could potentially exile that if we want to. Maybe that is the correct play. I mean, obviously we give them the Infernal Grasp. Right? We can Oblivion plus... I think I still want to draw a card. It is awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I will admit that it is awkward, mana-wise. But I think this is still correct. I guess we should have probably waited to see what they do. Yeah, we should have done that post-combat. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm happy about that. Look, and then we still get to do the thing next turn, so that works out as well. Because we could play our Den, exiling... Exiling permanent, right?
Darkness will swallow the light. Go, my children.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Exile our little 1/1, get to draw a card. Things. Wait, what? So now we can play Edgar to kill her, right? And we don't have to burn our Oblivion. Oh, well that works too. Oh, so this is sweet. And we get to... Oh, man. We're kind of firing off on all cylinders here, aren't we? We're missing... Oh, no. We got our second black. Okay, so we can't play our Den here if we want to do this. But I think it's worth it, actually. So... Attack them so we draw a card, right? And then we can... Rite of Oblivion... Exiling that. Sacking that. And then banishing verse here. And then we get to draw 2 cards this turn? Right? Wait. Oh, it's otherwise. Okay. Alright, fair. Fair enough. My mistake. It's either or. You either get a 1/1 or you draw a card. Okay. So I think I would have preferred the 1/1 there, but see what our opponent does. So we get one more 1/1. We get a Deadly Dispute. Okay. Feels pretty good. Honestly, like I kind of like where we're at. It feels right. It feels right. I could be wrong, but it feels right. So we will Edgar next turn. Edgar and then hold off on our Oblivions, right? Okay. I mean, we could Den or Meat Hook. But I think there's some value to holding Meat Hook for... Oh, alright. You're gonna do it for us. Fair. Interesting. Oh, okay. Alright, alright, alright. Fair, fair. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. Let's just get Edgar down. No more card drawing for us, unfortunately. But, I mean... We got some resilience in the, Probably gonna leave up Infernal Grass. There may be incentive to just play our Meat Hook. Just to deny them the chip damage, right? I don't think we want to... I don't really think there's a reason to Oblivion their Meat Hook. So now we're just looking for our Stensia. Double I. Fortunately, our mana base is too restrictive or too demanding. Yeah, our mana base is too demanding for us to be able to run Field of Ruin. What they grab? Environmental Sciences. Interesting. So these Rite of Oblivions made me feel pretty good about what's going down. So we can Meat Hook plus fire off the Den, if I am not mistaken. We can't Meat Hook for one and fire off the Den. So I think it's probably more damage. Oh, that's interesting, right? Meat Hook for 2. We can still fire up the Den. They block 5. I think we still just do that. It gives us an extra dude. So just play this for 0. Fire up the Den. We maybe should leave up Grasp. Like, that's a strong consideration to leave up Grasp for sure. To grab one of the Eye Tyrants, but I don't hate this. Alright, so now we're even. Even Stevens. The jig is up as far as us not running Blood in the Snow, so I don't think they're too worried about us getting our vampire back. Lolth comes down. Fair enough.
Wrench their my will cannot be denied.
Can we kill our opponent here? Let's see. So we need white black. So let's go red, red, black. 1 mana shy, but I guess let's go here. Fire up Den. I think we just go to their face, right? I think we just send everything at them. We're not worried about Lolth. Attack here. If we Infernal oh, I guess we should have Oblivioned, right? So they gain 1. Yeah, I think actually... I hope this is correct. And maybe I'm mistaken. This is probably aggressive. I maybe should have Rite of Oblivion, or kept up Rite of Oblivion to kill Lolth. So they block here and... Oh, okay. There we go. Nice. All right, I'll take it. All right, this has all our colors. We double red. We're missing double white, but I think this is feasible on the play. We're gonna keep this one. Once again, this deck kind of leans a little more into the mid-range, so we are going to be a little bit slower. Let's go ahead and have access to all our colors on 2, should we need it. We don't really, but... Alright, this is Cleric class. Okay, okay. There's double red. Still want our double white, but, you know, at least we'll be able to drop this Rising. We have Rite of Oblivion. They could take care of some things. So, I think we're doing a-okay. Let's play the Den here. And we want to just kill that. Let's wait. Let's wait and see what our opponent does. So, Selesnya life gain. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad we waited. I think we'd rather... They have the... Alright, no Snakeskin Veil right now. So, I think we're okay. Take the 1. Masker's sweet. But let's start making 1/1s first. Because then that's more stuff that we can ping our opponent with. And I don't think Selesnya has a clean answer, right? I think they run Valor Stance and not Borrow Time. They're leveling Cleric class. I feel pretty good about that, actually. Oh man, we could just multiverse that. So, you know what? Let's just start capitalizing on what this deck does. So we'll get him for 1. They're not going to block. And then I think we're just going to Rite of Oblivion that guy. Oops. That guy. Sacking that. And we get our guy back. See? Our engine's a-going, friends. Our engine is a-going. So what else does this deck run? Alright, that guy is fine, right? Yep. Fine with that. There he is. Okay. You could always just kill the class. Oh, well that's kind of convenient as well. We could just exile that. Kind of okay with that, honestly. I mean, oh, we could... Oh, we can't Doomscar. We don't have our second white source, unfortunately. Masker. Maybe we Masker. We just burn the other Oblivion here. Keep getting their removal. That's exactly what the deck wants to be doing. So that's exactly what we are going to be doing. I think we could do a Cleric class a little bit later. They want to activate to get Trelasara back. Now, we do have to be careful because their life total is creeping up. So, I wish we had a land. A land would be sweet. Oh, okay. Cool. Like, they're kind of going off. No doubt about it. But, I mean, got all the removal we need. They top that? Alright, fair. We're gonna block. Yeah, we're gonna block. There we go. Thank you very much. Yeah. I think we saved the meat hook for when they resummon the veteran. They did top that card. Innkeeper, okay. Okay, we could kill that. So, how many counters? Yeah, I think we just end up killing that, unfortunately. Let's just kill that guy. Sweet. Like, I mean, now we're firing on all cylinders, right? This is exactly what our deck wants to be doing. So, we could fire off Lulth, but I think we're just going to do this for 2. I guess 3. There's no reason, right? There's no reason to hold up anything. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty great about this. Like, they're top decking, and we have a bunch of cards. We're going to get another 1/1 at the end of our turn. Yeah, I think, I mean, there's definitely an argument to kill a Cleric class, but At this point, I feel like we're firing off on all cylinders. So let's just do the thing, right? Go here. Minus, because then we could draw off this next turn.
What I demand.
We will decline. Definitely doing 7 damage right now does absolutely nothing. Alright. Let's see here. Another black source. Let's draw a card.
Good minions are loyal and deadly.
I like exiling cards out of their graveyard. And we get, oh, we can't wedding announcement, but I think that's fine. Attack with everything. We get a 1/1 to block. Let's exile Telosara. Get in there. Boop, boop, boop. It's pretty good. And then we can leave a Vanishing Verse if anything gets crazy. Those guys aren't doing much. I think we're still fine. Let's go ahead and draw a card.
It's bold to bargain with me.
Pretty sweet if we wanted to. Go ahead and fire up the den again. Now we could wedding announcement. I think we still hold to see what happens, but let's swing with everything. We can leave 1 back. And get rid of the voice. Kind of embarrassment of riches at this point, but once again, that's what we want to be doing. And we'll draw another card. Trigger. And now we can freely get rid of Cleric class. Opponent flooding a little bit. They can't really attack into us, and they scoop it up. Nice. I'll take it. Alright. This hand feels okay. We're missing our double black, but we have access to 2 removal spells. So, and we have all our colors, so I think we keep this. We're on the play. Does make our sequencing a little awkward, so we'll start with our planes, and we'll see what our opponent does. Obviously, this, alright, mono white, okay. So, alright, let's go ahead and get black online and hold up all the things. See what our opponent does this turn. I mean, we have 3 pieces of removal, including a board wipe. Makes me feel pretty good about things. Okay. See where they put the counter at. If we just kill that. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Double white or red. I guess we can make the other one whatever we want. So let's just go here. This may cause our opponent to further commit to the board, which we want to see. Right? We have Vanishing Verse if they happen to play Elite here. We're looking for maybe not an Adeline. That'd be a little bad, right? Like, it was pretty aggressive, but... And maybe they go 1-1, right? There could have been a world where they go 1 counter on the Familiar, 1 counter on the Aspirant, and then we could still meat hook, but I don't like taking that chance. Excellent. Sure. I mean, we get a 3-3 out of this, so I feel pretty good about this. Oh, wait. We're missing the second black. Oops. Forgot about that. We did forget about that. I think we could wait a turn in case we draw Oblivion, right? Gotta play to your outs, my friends. You gotta play to your outs. So let's go white in case we draw. And then, yeah, I think we just Oblivion here. A little awkward, for sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying it, but they have a full grip. This could get very awkward very quickly. Redain, okay. So black source off the top still puts us... Yes! Oh, yes. We are definitely firing this off. Wait, what? Oh! That's right. She makes it more expensive when she costs awkward. Alright, I guess we hold then. And we'll just Vanishing Verse her. Not my favorite thing to do, but we'll do it. Yeah, I guess we have to... Yeah, we can only do it for... Ooh, alright. We're still going to get some value. So I like that. We're going to get a 3-3 off of our board wipe. Alright, fair. I would have really... I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do, right? We're going to gain back 2 life, I guess. Can't really do much about that. We're going to take 6 here, which is a good amount. So this Medic's going to have to do some work, unfortunately. Yeah, we have to... No point in leaving up Verse. We do get a 3-3, though. So unless they have another Exile effect, this feels pretty good, right? If they have another Exile effect, that's unfortunate for us. They do. Okay. We have Vanishing Verse. Ooh. We draw here. Can we do both? We can. We can do both, and I think taking out the Cathar is pretty huge. So I'm not going to leave. There's no reason not to wait on this. Let's go ahead and just do this now. Opponent's top decking. So, oh gosh, darn it. That was a pretty good top deck from them. So, we're going to have to write the Spellbinder. I was hoping we could minus Olivia. Yep, we'll have to take the 2 here, unfortunately. Pretty close to dead. Pretty close to dead. Gonna need a little something here. They just take the 1. I guess... Oh, man. Maybe we should have just let the Massacre go, actually. And have the 2 blockers for the Cathar. Yeah, shoot. Now I think about it. Maybe that was the better play. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we looking for? Probably an Edgar would be pretty good. So we're gonna have to take the full brunt of it here. I think we just have to. Like chump blocking, yeah. I guess we're just gonna have to. And hopefully the 2 2/2s are enough. Like, it's pretty risky, but, I mean, what else are we going to do, right? That helps. That is a decent top deck, actually. That actually is a pretty decent top deck, because we get to draw a card here. This guy having first strike is unfortunate. No attacks, because we're going to be doing some double blocking. Oh! Okay, that's awkward with the Faceless Haven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They dropped a land though. That's good for us. They can't attack, can they? They are. Okay. All right. All right. Opponent. What is? All right. I mean, I'll take it. Are they calling it quits here? This is very odd. Very odd. Triggers, I feel pretty safe now. Very interesting. Whenever you cast a spell, copy instant sorcery, non-legendary. I mean, I guess we just play it for as a blocker. It does let us draw a card, so I think we're... Oh, no, it doesn't. That's right, because it gets the... Oops. Alright, well, let's start taking chunks out of our opponent's life, and we'll protect Doomscar. I mean, he has double strike, so that's 6 damage. This is a pretty quick clock against our opponent. And they scoop it up. Wow. That was very touch and go, but we got there. Holy cow. Alright, missing double black, but we have everything else, and I really want to try the Exodus. So we have our Uprising. Our opponent goes first, but maybe we can ride the wave of meat hooks. We're going to keep this one. Of course we go up against mono white. Why would we not go up against mono white? Lol. Let's have access to our Vanishing Verse next turn. So we'll go ahead and play our black of this turn and then white. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, Doomscar with double white. I like that. So we can Doomscar and then leave up Vanishing Verse after that. I dig that. Let's see how deep into the pit our opponent goes here. Redain. Alright, so... Or Adeline, I'm sorry. So we're definitely going to have to fire off the Doomscar. Not the most exciting 2-for-1, but, I mean, we can't let them just go off. We could have maybe Vanishing Versed, but... Right, and that gives us some protection. Okay. Ooh, can we get a black source? Ah, so close. So close, yet no cigar. I guess we'll wait here. Yeah, why couldn't we get a land there? I don't think that was far-fetched. Running 25 in our deck. Okay, we'll have to hit that, of course. I think that's killing the Spellbinders a little bit better than hitting the Initiates. We could take 2 here. Probably gonna hit Massacre. Maybe our path. Massacre, fair. Alright, alright. Not a black source. Not a black source. And it comes into play tapped. Gosh, that's all kinds of awkward right now. Unfortunately. Let's see. This guy's double black as well. I know we have the verse in hand. Aspirant. Okay. Man, if we had... I think we still just need to kill that. It's annoying and very painful because, I mean, obviously Peril can kill everything, but what are we going to do, right? Thank you, deck. So, 5 does not do enough. So, let's just play this. And go here. Because we could block. We draw one more land, we can get rid of these guys, right? Like, they're in a fairly awkward position because they know about everything. Redain, okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of want to draw the extra. I guess it doesn't make a difference. Alright. This is only going to kill... So awkward. Oh, maybe we should have left that up. Man, did we just kill everything? Super awkward. Yep. May have to take this so we have access to Rite of Oblivion. I just want to try to get some life off of Massacre. Okay. Do we take the 2 here? I guess we could Peril. Yeah, we just keep our life total up here. Thank you. Alright, that feels pretty good. So, what is this? Absence? Alright, I feel better now. I feel better. We have access to play Peril for full value. We have Rite of Oblivion. You know what I mean? We can start working on getting our... Alright, Blood Adversary. Alright. Ooh, and we got another Meat Hook. That feels really good. Like, really good. I don't think we want to exile this. Can we just play this dude? Hold on. We just play him now, right? So he's... sick. Yeah, alright, let's just do that. As the dual cost to cast a spell, you sacrifice creatures. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Yeah, alright. Sacrifice one. Sacrifice this dude. Opponent loses one. We get to play our Awaken. They have to sack a dude. We get to attack. Feels pretty good. Alright, alright. I mean, they're stuck on mana, but we had an awkward set of turns as well, but I think we've stabilized. Valor Stance, sure. I mean, it really cost us nothing to do that. They don't have any charge. Let's go with white. Activate Den. Go into the red zone. Feeling pretty good about our position. Sending it back. Uprising, baby. Doing some work. I mean, it gained us like, what, 3 life? So yeah. Feeling pretty good about things. Spellbinder, sure. You can hit whatever you want, my friend. And our opponent scoops it up. Ka-ching! Deck has some sticking power. Alright. Well, we have all of our colors. We're going to keep this. We are going to keep this, my friends. All kinds of shenanigans going on here. Get our second red. Interesting opponent, interesting. So let's hold off on this one a little bit longer. Halfway tempted to just go for that combo though. Welcoming Vampire on 3. Stensia Uprising. This makes our mana a little awkward. Won't lie. We use that a turn before. We go red. Once again, we get to start drawing cards, but we may end up being dead. We have a black though. Yeah, I think we just kind of have to go. May end up going for the Meat Hook. We'll see what our opponent plays here. What's this one do? It just gives him +2. Okay. Fair. Let's see if our opponent goes for additional buffing on it. Alright, alright. Could have been worse. We're probably just going to go ahead and Meat Hook for 1 here. I think making sure we don't get utterly slaughtered is pretty decent. Right? Opens up the door for Lulth next turn. Lets it so our Uprising can start getting us some additional value. So we shall see. Though, of course, now everything our opponent plays could potentially be a threat. There might have been an argument to getting Uprising up because we do have Rite of Oblivion. They could start getting rid of their equipment. Okay. Alright. So let's see your next turn. Alright, Lulth or Vampire. I guess we Lulth this turn because it gives us blockers. And then next turn we can play Vampire plus Rite of Oblivion if we need to. Corruption. Fair enough, fair enough.
Fall into my web again.
Alright, there's our second red. Let's go ahead and at the risk of, I guess, our vampire dying, we'll run her out and red zone. Do we want to go ahead and write an Oblivion that? I actually don't hate that. I think that's actually fine. We could get rid of the meat hook, but I think this is okay here. You know, I'm not necessarily a 3-for-1 because they did get to draw cards off those runes, but them having something that doesn't come out the gate swinging feels pretty good. We're going to start to be able to draw a card every turn, so that feels good. I take that back. We are no longer able to draw a card every turn. I mean, but, you know, let's get the old Uprising online. I think that's fair. Get the Uprising online. Foretell. And get in there. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Opponent ruined our combo, but what are you going to do? They have any additional... So everything's sitting in their hand as removal now, it looks like. So we can slowly... do they have fast spell removal? Didn't look like it, so... Let's see. I don't think we particularly care for exile. Let's just get more bodies on the ground. Feels pretty good to me. Yep, alright. We'll only have one creature. That's unfortunate. We'll decline. No need to do 7 to them. I mean, we could if it kills them, but I don't think we need to, so... And our opponent scoops it up. Nice. Oh, this is a little restrictive on the mana base, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to mulligan this. Okay. Alright, we have all our colors. We're just gonna need mana, but I think we could buy some time. We're gonna keep this. And the question is, do we want to keep Edgar or Uprising? And, well, we're here for Uprising, so I guess we'll tuck the Edgar, keep the removal. Alright. Let's go ahead and play our tap land. See what we do. Alright, well, I guess that means this is going to be black. Put it on black-white. This could be quite the attrition battle. We will see. Channel loses all land types and abilities and gains. Okay, alright. Tap, add, and pay 1. Add. Alright. Interesting. So, they might be some form of enchantment deck, I guess. Oh, this is unfortunate. I wanted to hit our land. One land would make a world of a difference. Doomscar is probably what they foretold if I had to take a stab at it. Though our opponent kind of fixed our mana for us. There we go. Thank you very much. Let's see here. I guess let's try to draw some cards. I don't think this is gonna survive, but... Okay. The thing is, you know, if they don't kill it, we at least get to draw a card, which right now feels pretty important. Okay. Checks out. So them running enchantment removal is going to be a little interesting on our Uprising. Opponent doing a decent job of stunting our mana. Ironically, they're actually doing a very good job of giving us the mana we need, honestly, which is kind of funny. Yeah, we'll take the 1 to make this happen. So, might just drop Meat Hook Massacre, because this Warlock class may... Oh, is this the combo? Wait, the combo is in Alchemy, right? The Warlock class plus whatever that Cleric is, that you half the life total or something? Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. I like what they got going on here. Let's see here. We just take damage. Let's get our Uprising going. And then I think we can meat hook in the next turn. Trigger. I feel like those are Doom Scars, if I had to take a stab at it. So I think we're gonna double, or yeah, there. So close, but that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get 2 more dudes next turn. No, rude. Opponent being so rude. All right, let's see here. All right, I guess we meat hook for 0, and then play another wedding announcement. That kind of mitigates this. So it's going to be quite the attrition race between Hallowed Haunting and all our stuff and things, right? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, we have those 2, so we're not in horrible shape. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Lithotorm. It was something I was looking at when I designed the black-white one, right? But I don't know. I don't really feel like it does enough, personally. I think we can wait, borrow time. Gosh darn it. Alright. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, looks like we're gonna go ahead and meat hook Massacre here. Don't want our opponent to get too out of hand. So we'll just meat hook. Yes, and let me see. We have to do it for 3, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we could do it for 2, but I'd rather leave this up, so let's just do it for 4, I guess. This is gonna be very interesting. Very interesting back and forth. Our opponent's removal lined up pretty well against what we're trying to do, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Not really much we could do. Do they have another one? Oh, gosh darn it. Alright. Oh, that's all 3 of them. Alright. I mean, it's unfortunate, right, that their removal lined up so well. It's one of the reasons why I went with enchantment hate is because, or enchantments, because there's very little hate in the format, but I mean, our opponent having 3 vanishing verses is you know, in borrowed time is pretty good for them, for sure. We're just gonna, I guess, keep taking turns killing each other's stuff. Their stuff is slightly more resilient than ours, but I mean, we at least have... Man, that's crazy. they did it. Their removal package is pretty sweet. That's a little dangerous for sure. I guess we need to kill one of these. Just so they don't get out of hand. Alright, we have the Bloodthirst for the other one. So I guess now we're kind of waiting to see who top decks better, and they have an active Scry. I mean, we do have options. We do have options. Doomscar is pretty good. They're gonna Scry. So I mean, we're pretty much looking. Ooh, they top that. Gross. Another Warlock class. Fair. Okay. We could probably afford them to trigger it one more time before we Doomscar, right? Because we're going to gain a little bit of life back. So, 1 for 1 doesn't feel great. Like, this is already kind of a bad position for us. Just because we do have ways of dealing with their Hallowed Hauntings, but... Oh my gosh. Nice. Gross opponent. That's Doomscar because we'd be dead next turn. Trigger. We'll pay. Alright, can we get a way to draw some cards? Yeah, I don't think you're gonna win this one. Our opponent had a really good job of kind of mitigating our game plan, and theirs is a lot more resilient than ours. Unfortunately. That should do it. Good game. Yeah, well done. They did a phenomenal job that game. Holy cow. Man, apparently we can't get an opening hand with more than 2 lands to save our lives. I mean, what are we doing here? Pretty much, I mean, I guess we go white, black. We have access to some of our stuff. Alright, we have 2 pieces of removal. We go first. Yeah, I think we're gonna mulligan. There we go. I like this a lot better. We're gonna keep this. And let's go ahead and keep our 2 board wipes. And our right, we have 4 of those, so we can tuck those. And let's just play our tap land first. Hive second. Ooh, alright, alright. Snow. Is it? Interesting. Interesting. I think we're gonna go ahead and play around the Jurari Disruption here. Nothing else going on in our hand, so I feel like we just get wrecked, right? Excellent. Now we can play it. They want to divide by 0, fine. Nothing we can really do about it. Ooh, they let this resolve. Interesting. Interesting, opponent. Interesting. So no divide by 0. I feel like that's a win for us. Would like to resolve. I feel like firing up the old Hive is a little risky, so let's just get in there for 1 slow roll, and then we'll foretell the old Doomscar Reno. So I feel like this is going to be the Battle of the Storm Giants or whatever. You know, the 4 damage to everything. Fine. I mean, not much we could do. We could drop Meat Hook, but I don't think that's correct. This is one of the reasons why I did... yeah, I like drawing a card here. I think that's a little bit better than getting another body on the ground, honestly. Play a land and just hold. So I did consider some discard, like some discard in the deck to potentially have a better matchup against control, but I felt like the deck kind of like we just need to Jeez, alright, well the flood is real, so I guess at this point now, let's see. Red, red, red. I think have enough black as well, but sure. Fire this off. They kill it, they kill it. Like, I mean, our hand's all removable, so what are we gonna do, right? I don't know what our opponent's got going on here. I guess we could have waited to play our land in case they... What is going on? Very awkward. Very awkward from both players. But yeah, so I wanted to have a little bit discard, but I was kind of like weighing a little heavier into the token theme, and we could easily modify it, right? And go a little more control-y and just really rely on Uprising to be our only win con, but I feel like you guys enjoy mid-range decks a little bit more. Are they just going for like a big turn, I guess, or they just don't feel threatened by anything we're doing? It's completely feasible. Fortunately, like, we don't have any of our sticking power, which is a little annoying. Alright, well, I guess we'll do the same thing again. We're not doing anything else. This does, it's not quite lethal, so they have to do something. At least get a card out of there. This is such a weird game. Just go follow 1? Can't imagine. No. If they do, well, then shoot. I think, well, we can't, ironically. It's unfortunate. What in Sam Hill? Now I wish we could have Meat Hook Massacred, but I mean, can we lose from here? I don't think so. Of course, some games we get stuck on lands, and some games we flood. But granted, I mean, we're flooded because our opponent hasn't played a single creature, and we are literally all creature removal. But that's fine. We did design this one for the ladder. So, all right, let's go ahead and insurance policy Meetup for 0. And then I feel like we're safe. I guess they have enough mana to like bounce Meathook plus bounce things, but I don't know. I mean, we could also just... Alright. Such a weird game. Well, happy friends, that was the deck. And yeah, I think I'll put the deck at a 3. I think it's solid, and the fact that we had multiple ways of winning the game, we didn't have to stick strictly on our Uprising game plan. Obviously, we showcased various forms of winning, and I think that gives the deck some strength, right? That we're not kind of locked into one style to win the game. I think that also makes it a little more interesting. And a little more resilient. That being said, I think the mana base and the pip requirements is a little steep, right? There were a couple of games where we were kind of sweating trying to get double of everything. I do think it needs to play out a little more like a black-white deck with the Uprising as a backup. Yeah, like I still think the deck is good. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think now. I'm drawing a blank. There was another red card I want to put in the deck. I think it was either red white or red black. But you know, I'm gonna touch on this a little bit more in other decks. But yeah, I think I'll put it as a solid 3. I think the deck is fun. I think the mana base definitely needs to be tweaked and improved on a little bit to kind of just smooth it out. But yeah, I think the deck's fun. So happy gaming if you guys are going to try this one, and let me know. Give me feedback on it because it's kind of exciting. But that will do it. So until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. And until next time, happy gaming.